It's been 20 years of highs and lows for Globus Theatre in Bobcaygeon. From setting a Guinness World Record for the world's largest undergarments in the summer of 2016 as part of a play called Knickers, to keeping the business afloat during the COVID-19 pandemic, James Barrett and Sarah Quick say they wouldn't have it any other way.
We did everything we possibly could in order to pay the bills, pay the mortgage. We were doing weddings, we were doing dances for 300 people. I think we had 400 people here one Christmas. We were doing everything, and we were super enthused to do it because it meant that then we could put on the plays that we wanted to put on. So we worked towards that, and it grew a little bit each year.
I remember vividly, sometimes we'd have 2 or 3 people in the audience, but they were so excited to be there, and we were excited to do stuff for them. And then, a few years on, and then we sold more before we opened than we did in our whole first season. And now in 2019, we sold more in 2 weeks than we sold in our whole first season. But then, things are changing, but we're finding new people and people who are passionate about the theater. When we purchased it, it was a dance hall, but that was sort of the bare bones of what it was. And then we had to come in, and we did over $500,000 worth of renovations, just buying new furniture, putting up all of the curtains that you see over there, buying all the theater seats. And we've acquired some things over the years, but most of it we had to do right away so that people would realize what they were coming to. So we had to install air conditioners. There was no air conditioning in the building. We had to use a kill paint to paint over beams so that no nicotine would come spilling through the insulation. There's so many things that we had to do. And then we've acquired things like this lovely piano over the years as well. This was Colm Wilkinson's piano, and he saw a show that I had directed in Toronto and then came up and saw it here. And then he was retiring back to Ireland and said, "Who needs a piano?" And we were like, "We do, we don't have a lot of money." And he sold it to us for $2,000 and then gave us enough CDs that if we sold them, we would pay for the piano. So it's just beautiful stories like that of people's passion for what we do, and obviously our passion. We have put so much work into this, but it's incredible the amount of work that you're willing to do for something that you're so passionate about and that you love so much.
When we were converting the barn into a theatre, we wanted super comfortable seats, but we wanted to retain a little bit of the barn aspect. And so you'll see the chains that go across the ceiling that would have brought the feed into the animals. And we still have people coming to shows today that say they were here looking after the cows many years ago, or maybe 50 years ago. They were the first people to dance on this hardwood dance floor. It was the largest hardwood dance floor in the whole of Ontario at that stage, and people met their wives here, and they come back and they celebrate their anniversaries here by seeing a show. So I love that aspect of things. This is a 150-seater black box theatre is what it's called. That's the black curtains that go around it. And it's completely removable, so we can go back to having a massive cabaret space. We can do it in the round. The next show in, Sexy Laundry, is going to be entirely in the round with the audience on all 4 sides. But yeah, you can see the audience sit so close to the performers, and it makes them feel a real sort of part of the show. The amount of people that are moving to this area or have moved in the last few years and are finding us and are thrilled to find us, I think it's just, it just feels like this new time, this new era, lots of opportunity, and keeping things exciting for those people and for the people that have been coming for years. So that's why we expanded our season. We are now running from May until December instead of just July and August. We have new Canadian plays, we have one-night comedy events, we have concerts, we have murder mysteries, we have a panto, we have all sorts of things. So there's literally something for everybody, including the kids. So we're still excited, and I think after 20 years, that's quite an important thing. We are still passionate about what we are doing.
For more information on upcoming shows, go to globustheatre.com.